Hey Internet, welcome to Thermodynamics tutorial. This is a made-up question not found in your textbooks. So now we're on to the review questions or revision questions. So we've got a steam property table, and this one is fill in the blanks. So that's what we're going to do. Note that we're just going to keep referring back to this one so students don't get confused. For copyright reasons, I cannot show you the actual tables. However, you can Google search them or go to the back of your textbook. And each textbook will be different, but they're all pretty similar. Okay, so there's no free body diagram. However, there is a key, so cyan is given and answer is green. List all the knowns and find the unknowns. So I just converted this table into this Word format. Step 3, find little v, little u, and phase. So specific volume and specific internal energy. So this is a steam table, and this row is the first row. Okay, so we go to the saturated water table. From there, we check the pressure because that's the first one given. So 200 is greater than 4.2469 kPa. That means it's a compressed liquid. So we just go to VF and UF respectively as an approximation. And we just take it from the values. So our phase is a compressed liquid. Okay, so here is step 4. We put it back into the table form to answer the question. All right, so that's the first row done. Our next one is the 270. So this one is a slight trick question, just how they worded it, or they didn't give enough words, I suppose. So not enough information. What we do know is that it's in the saturated region. So when you go to the saturated table and you check the pressure and the temperature, it lines up in the saturated region. But that's all we know. We don't exactly know whether it's a liquid or vapor. So we can't tell you what the specific volume or the specific internal energy are. Okay, so we're going to leave it unknown. And for the phase, we either write not enough information, or we write it is somewhere in the saturated region, but we don't know specifically where. So this is a trick question, and you need to understand your property tables to be able to answer this one. So this is more of an understanding question rather than a lookup table question. Okay, so the next one, so this is the third row, so this is 400 degrees Celsius. So it's this one. Okay. So first we go to the saturated table. We check that it's higher than the saturated vapor. So that means we need to go to the superheated table. So we line up the specific volume and the temperature, and we'll get 0.2 MPa. And then from there, we can also find the internal energy. So step 8, we just fill in the table. So 200 kPa because it's 0.2 MPa. and we just match up the internal energy. So that's 2,967.2 kilojoules per kilogram, and it is superheated steam. Okay, next row. So this one is number 4, or row 4, this one. Okay, so we're given 300 kPa and 0.5 specific volume. Okay. So we go to the saturated table. We go to 300 kPa. We check the specific volume. So it is in between the fluid and gas, or VF and VG. So F represents fluid, G represents gas, although they call it saturated liquid and saturated vapor. They should keep their units consistent, in my opinion, or naming convention consistent. However, I'm sure they made their textbooks long ago. Can't change it now. Okay, so we know it's a saturated mixture, so that means we just take the saturated temperature. It'll be 133.52 degrees Celsius. So what we need to do to find the internal energy, since it's in between, we need to linear interpolate. And by the end of this video, you will be reminded of why you dislike linear interpolation. One, because it is a time sink. It eats away your exam time, and it doesn't really test your understanding of thermodynamics. It just tests your math skills. Okay, so to linear interpolate, we're using the general formula for the ratio method for linear interpolation. So that is the max minus min divided by max minus given on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we've got max minus min divided by unknown minus min. So max being maximum, min being minimum. Okay, so the left hand side is our specific volume, our right hand side is our specific internal energy, and we get 2,196.36 kilojoules per kilogram. And this is a saturated mixture. So let's fill in the table. So here we are. And that is also an answer. Okay, step 12. So we are on the 5th and final row. Alright, so 500 kPa, and we've got internal energy. Okay, so go to the superheated table because it's stated that it's a superheated steam. So we want to find the temperature and the specific volume. So we check the internal energy, and we will find that it is in between 500 and 400 degrees Celsius. Once again, we need to linear interpolate, and we need to do that for both as well, because since it is in between 500 degrees Celsius, so that's already giving us a clue that our temperature needs to be linear interpolated, but we're going to do the specific volume first. Actually, we're doing the temperature first. Okay, so the left-hand side for linear interpolation, that is our internal specific energy, or specific internal energy. And the right-hand side is our temperature. So we get 472.77 degrees Celsius. Step 14, we linear interpolate for the specific volume. That is a typo. That's okay. So once again, the left-hand side is our specific internal energy, and our right-hand side is our specific volume. So we get 0.6854 meters cubed per kilogram. Step 15, we fill in the table. So 472.77 degrees Celsius and 0.6854 meters cubed per kilogram. Disclaimers: the method is correct, however, I do make calculation mistakes. I encourage you to solve it yourself and see if you get the same answer. Now, before we leave, I highly encourage you to save this video onto your PC, just in case this video or channel gets taken down. While I follow all copyright laws, sometimes things happen. If you're on a Mac or a Linux, use the equivalent of snipping tool. If you never used snipping tool before, follow these instructions. Click on the icon in your taskbar. If it's not there, go to your Windows search, type in snipping tool, open up the program. Click on video option, click on new, left click and drag the rectangle to cover the YouTube screen. This is just an example. Hit the start button, wait for the countdown, hit the replay button on YouTube, let the video finish, hit the red square in snipping tool to stop recording, and then save your video. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share with your friends because this is a made-up question, so they probably won't be able to find it. If you got questions, comments, or if you find a mistake in this video, leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you want to support me, become a member or drop a super thanks. Until next time, see ya.